What's up, guys? On today's Robbie's Reviews, I am doing the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450. I just want to thank my uncle for allowing me to take it out and review it and check out all the new toys inside and see how it compares to the older GLS. Let's go check it out. So something kind of funny just happened. As I'm about to start the review of my uncle's GLS, my aunt's neighbor gets home and he sees me doing the review and walking around it and stuff. And he has a new GLE 450, and he actually is letting me review his GLE 450. So we have the 2020 GLS 450 and the 2020 GLE 450. Now this GLE, apart from the AMG line and a lot of other options, it actually has a new e-active body control. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But right now, let's start on the GLS. So, new for 2019 and 2020, the GLS has undergone a complete redesign, along with the GLE. The outgoing models, the older GLS and GLE, which had the very outdated interior and kind of tired exterior design, which has now completely been redesigned. So you have new headlights, taillights, body, bumpers, full new interior, everything. And they're both 4MATIC. So they're all-wheel drive, and it's the same with the GLE, complete new design, body, bumpers, headlights, taillights, interior. It's really kind of just a shrunken down version of the GLS. I guess you can call it the little sister. But nonetheless, they're both amazing vehicles, and they have lots of new cool technology. For one, they both have the multi-beam headlights, so they're full LED units and they're active. The GLS, being a bigger vehicle, actually has a little bit more fancy tech when it comes to the headlights. We'll turn those on right now so you guys can get a look at them. So here you can see the multi-beam headlights on. You got this cool blue accent here, and actually shows you it has 84 LEDs in this one little projector. You can kind of see them all in there. You've got these vertical LED housings here, and the high beams are actually down below, very bright. A similar design here for the GLE. So you have the multi-beam LED. Again, 84 LED here, down here in the, I don't know if you can see that. And again with the high beams. And for the taillights, you have a very, very cool design. Again, 4MATIC. Full LED units, very, very nice design. And for the GLS, it's actually more or less the same. Just really just a bigger version of the GLE's taillight. So for 2020, both the GLS 450 and the GLE 450 feature a silky smooth 3-liter inline 6 that is actually paired with a 48-volt hybrid electrical system and a 9-speed automatic transmission. So the 48-volt system actually removes the need for a starter and many other components that a regular car would have, but it helps with things like the Distronic Plus, or now called Drive Pilot. So you have the self-driving features up here, the cameras, the stereoscopic cameras, and the sensors here for the radar cruise control, and things like the surround view and the MBUX system. It's now a touchscreen, so it's no longer command where it's you just use the scroll wheel. You can use the touchscreen or voice commands by saying Mercedes or Hey Mercedes, and you can change things like air conditioning, ambient lighting, radio station, pretty much everything, navigation. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the e-active body control in the GLE 450. So keyless entry. Here you have that amazing ambient lighting. So to start it up, put on the brake, put the headlights back to auto. Now the controls for the e-active body control are here in the middle. Alright, so right now we're going to check out the inside of the GLS 450. Start it up. Got the GLE right there. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out the e-active body control. But right now, just check out the inside of the GLS. And as you can see, you have the amazing ambient lighting with the Burmester high-end 3D system. And it just goes all the way around. You have the speakers up here. Here, of course, instead of a sunglass holder, you get that. And really major changes for the GLS. So you have the S-Class style screens here. And with the new MBUX system, which is actually not only touchscreen, but it has a whole new voice command interface. So you say, Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Turn the air conditioning down.
What can I do for you?
Change ambient lighting to green.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
So just change it to green, which is pretty cool. And of course you've got things like your large panoramic roof, your massage seats, active bolstering. I mean, and the GLE actually has all the same features. They're really very fully loaded. And you can reconfigure the screens here. So if I go back, designs and displays, you have sport, progressive. Let's go back. You have to go back every time, but you have progressive here. It actually changes over here as well. And then you have understated, which is a very clean, modern design. And it changes the color scheme over here too. We'll put it back to classic. And the new design language for 2019 and Mercedes-Benz models is really all the same. So in the A class, you have this similar bank of buttons here for the AC controls. The start button's really the same. The new design for the seat controls. The heated seats, cooled seats, and you control the right seat by pressing this button here. Like I said, the grab handles here, nice. They added the lighting touch there. You have the lifter for the suspension. The little touchpad here, you can actually write things on it. You can use the control and its haptic feedback. You have your 360 camera. Looks your look all around the vehicle. Alright, so now we're going to shut the GLS off. Let's go check out the inside of the GLE. Soft closed doors, of course, which is the same as on the GLE. So you have the nice Mercedes-Benz that lights up on the kick plate here. Very, very similar feeling in the interior to the GLS. So let's start it up. And it's a very, very similar feeling to the GLS. You have all the same controls, so the ambient lighting here. It's just a very nice place to be. This one actually has the full heads-up display, so it's full color. Tells you information with the self-driving, your radio station direction, all that, navigation. Well, alright guys, this wasn't a very long review, but that should do it for this review of the 2020 GLS 450 and the 2020 GLE 450. See you next time. Got the key to my uncle's 2020 GLS 450. Gonna do a little review on it. It's got the Burmester high end, all the ambient lighting. Super nice. So my aunt's neighbor just got here, and he's got a new GLE with the e-active body control, and he was flattered that I wanted to review his truck. So I've got my uncle's GLS, and I've got a new GLE coming over here now. So GLE 450, GLS 450. This has the crazy e-active body control, which you guys will see in a second. So now that we're in the GLE, it's really the same as the GLS, just a smaller package. You can still do the MBUX. They say, Mercedes. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Change the ambient lighting color to red.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
and stuff like that. You could pretty much tell on anything and it'll do it. Well, almost anything. Mercedes,
How may I help you?
change the ambient lighting to blue.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
That will never get old.